Petco Park. Look at the classic little walkway you can take if you were staying at the Omni. Private entry. A lot of stuff happening downtown. There's a not a Padres game, but there is a game going on. Wanted to get into the team store, but it is unfortunately closed. Locked off to the public. Could not get in, but we're down here. Wanted to take the day and just kind of hang out downtown San Diego. Gonna head over here to the Gaslamp district. There's the Hard Rock Hotel right behind me. I might stop in there. But yeah, we're downtown. Such a special downtown. The stadium's over here. Padres team store closed today. Closed yesterday, closed today, but we'll be back open tomorrow, but I won't be back downtown tomorrow. So no team store for me. And right around the corner is the San Diego Convention Center. That is where Comic-Con is every year. I was just talking to a gentleman, one of the security guards at Petco Park, and just kind of picking his brain a little bit. Hey, how hard is it to get Comic-Con tickets? He goes, no, it's possible. They go on sale September 21st. I'm going to do my best to get tickets. But yeah, that's where Comic-Con is. And this should be the Hard Rock Hotel. So I'm gonna go in there and take a look at the gift shop. Maybe pick something up. The Hard Rock Hotel, San Diego. Love it. On her last world tour, Shakira donated her stage costumes to the Hard Rock Memo collection. Included was this leather and copper accented bra. Top she had worn. In return for her donation, Hard Rock made a generous contribution to her charity. So yeah, this was worn by Shakira. And a guitar from Stevie Ray Vaughan. Well, they have an end of summer sale up to 50% off. It's a good time. We made it here. Let's see if we can find anything. Look at Dale Earnhardt Jr. It's a name I haven't seen for a very long time. He's still racing. Okay, they're not open until 1 o'clock. Current time is 12:18. So I might have to come back. See if we can find something. Oh, there's a purse from Cher. This design Voyage handbag, owned and used by Cher, was acquired from the 2006 Sotheby's auction, which captured a collection of her personal property for sale. Pretty cool. It's cool, all the artifacts here. It's just like how young Bob Dylan is in that. It's like Slash's Velvet Revolver. This is signed by Slash. This top hat was worn by the legendary guitarist Slash in the Velvet Revolver's 2004 video Slither. This was their debut release from the brand new supergroup featuring members from Guns N' Roses and Stone Temple Pilots. And when the trolley gonna make its grand appearance right in front of the iconic Gaslamp Quarter, the main entrance. Unless it already came through. I think it's still coming. I can hear it. Look at the tile here. Hard Rock Hotel, San Diego. That is awesome. A lot of stores now after COVID, a lot of places have closed, unfortunately. They have the Peacemaker here, nice little advertisement here, little DC Comics. Out here in February, we were kind of wandering around. 2008, there was so much more shopping. I remember there was a Puma store, an Oakley store. Like that was like the heyday for shopping downtown San Diego. And a lot of those have just kind of changed into restaurants and bars in the area. But there are some touristy shops over here that gonna look for some San Diego souvenirs. Now, for anyone who may remember, if you've lived in San Diego, if you've visited in the past, it was a downtown mall, Horton Plaza. It's always a go-to, and unfortunately, Horton Plaza is not around anymore. It was a very unique outdoor mall. It just kept going up, and every floor was like themed a fruit. So you'd have like the strawberry level or like the orange level, watermelon level. Really, really cool place. Actually, there is some shopping. The street's closed over here. Looks like some vendors are just kind of setting up shop over here. Nice looking San Diego hoodies. It's actually hard to pick something out before I go to the Hard Rock in case there's a, I'm not sure if it's, you know, if it's gonna be t-shirts there or sweatshirts, but I guess it's gonna kind of alter what I find here. So 5th Avenue closed between J and Island. J is actually, I think, to the right of me. I was just on J a little while ago. And January 4th through December 28th, 2025. So it's closed. This is shut down. And maybe it's for the shopping over here. So the store's closed, but then they set this up. And maybe it's because it's during the weekend. But yeah, it's cool to see a little life downtown. A little shopping action. Some comics here. Some Batman, heavy DC. Yeah, really cool. So every year when I come out here, I usually pick up a new Padres hat, and it's a snapback. It's the '90s blue with the white and orange D. It's this style right here, and the snapbacks now are going to be harder to find. It's fitted. Like you can find that hat in a fitted, but not snapback. So I said, I am not going to be able to find my hat anymore. It's going to be really tough. When you can't find it in San Diego, you're in trouble. Yeah, this is my favorite render right here. Like this is the Tony Gwynn. Most of Tony Gwynn's career, I'd say, was in that style. And the Padres went to the World Series in the late '90s. That was the luck. I'm not really a big fan of the newer, but I love the '90s. It was brown and orange prior to this, so yeah, it was a step up. From here until the end of where that started is shut off until December 28th. Look at this guy coming. I just wanted one of those. Padres pub used to be in the valley, and they moved downtown when they left Qualicom, the old Jack Murphy, and moved to Petco. The Padres pub moved downtown as well. Horton Grand Hotel kind of has that French Quarters, New Orleans feel to it. There's the Grand Theater, the Davis Horton House. So yeah, Horton, big deal in San Diego. It's where the Horton Plaza name came from. There's a bunch of Davis Horton everywhere. Little museum here. Guided tour, $8. Audio house tour, $12, $10, $8, depending on the student. 2-for-1 tickets. So yeah, pretty cool. Interesting. Just seeing the old house right in the downtown. Check out this mural. This is awesome. Spot John Lennon a mile away, right at the Madhouse Comedy Club and restaurant. Pretty cool. I've never been in there before. It's the Balboa Theater. Balboa Park, one of the biggest parks in the world. So the infamous Horton Plaza, they still have the arrow pointing. See how it looks in 2025. I've not been over here. I've not been to this mall, or was a mall, since 2000, maybe 10, maybe between 2008, 2010. The Ideal Mall right downtown. It is completely different. Another side of San Diego tours. Look at that. 619-239-2111. Back then, coming to Horton Plaza, there wasn't a lot of stuff downtown that would interest me. The Padres didn't play downtown at the time. it was coming down to the mall, just something different, just kind of back in the, the sports jerseys, the 90s, how, the sporting teams was just huge for me at the time. And I always come down here and check out the mall. It was cool. And that's nothing like it. You have to look at some old renders online, just how it looked. You could be looking down in the middle and just see all the stores down. It was outdoors. It's a shame it's not still here. Understandably that the stores, could close, but I wish they would have left it something. Did something besides turn it into a parking structure. That's how it looked. You could be looking down all those floors. It was all shopping. It was really a unique place. You could just see the skyline. You're in downtown, but you weren't because you were in the mall. Gosh, I wish that was still here. Just so vibrant. I mean, nothing like it. And now it's all covered. The Field restaurant, actually, years ago, American Idol, Carly Smithson worked right here. Actually served me, and then a few months later, I was watching American Idol, and lo and behold, she made it to, I believe, it was in at least the top 7, top 5. So pretty cool that just, this local bar, restaurant on 5th Street, Gaslamp, American Idol star right here. There's the ketchup and mustard building. You can see the ketchup pretty straight on, and then the mustard's kind of tucked away to the top right. Ketchup and mustard building. Red and yellow. Just saw a woman wearing a Clark Griswold Chicago Blackhawks jersey. Like, it is hot. She had a full-on hockey jersey on. It's crazy. Wanted to get a shot, but she went around the corner so quick. I'm heading back to the Hard Rock Hotel, San Diego. It's after one, just kind of roaming around a little bit. Heading back from Horton Plaza. Gonna check out the official hotel store. Okay, there's a better shot of the mustard building. So you have straight on shot of the mustard building. Actually, look at that Margaritaville hotel. Maybe Jimmy Buffett has stayed there and looked at the mustard building. Ketchup and mustard, it's a hard call. Like, what would I prefer? I love both. If I chose to live in either one of them, probably go mustard. Heading back this way, I wanted to get a shot under the historic Gaslamp Quarter District. The convention center, you don't realize it, that you see it here. It goes on this direction so far, it's so big. Like, all the places that I've been to, all the expos, the conventions, this is the huge, it's the largest I've ever seen. It's absolutely incredible. Hopefully I can make it to Comic-Con next year, 2026. Tickets go on sale September 21st. That would be epic. It's just absolutely enormous. I don't even think this is the middle. There's probably, it goes on over in this direction, but it just goes on and on. You could actually go up the stairs and go over and take a look at the bay. It's enormous. And I heard something that it's not big enough for what they were looking for. They're actually looking to see where else they could have the convention. It's huge. And I don't even know if I'm doing it any justice, but it kind of starts off over here at the end, and it goes all the way down. Look at this, past. It just keeps going. You can't even see where it finishes. And in vicinity, the Padres stayed in the Hard Rock Hotel, and then the convention center. It's all right here. The Gaslamp Quarter sign is just right around the corner, right there to the right. It's crazy how it's everything's right here. The city's big, but everything, for the most part, it's grouped in this one spot. The Epic right here. The Ramones Mania. Shot of them right here. Handwritten by Bob Dylan. Look at this. Lyrics. Bob Dylan wrote. Had a contract signed 19 $68. Look at that. This is cool. Right from Soundgarden. And then the Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, I think Bob Dylan's got a huge presence here. Bunch of Bob Dylan. I think this is Janis Joplin. Bobby McGee. Okay, so they have some hoodies here and some t-shirts. Gonna try to find something a little bit more up Kelly's alley. I like this one. That's a nice hoodie. This is gonna be $70. Some Hard Rock bags. There's some shorts. I mean, all the theming here. Polos with the Hard Rock logo on here. It's a lot different than what I saw the last time I was here, and that was February. Coming down between a few different. You have this zip up right here for $75, and then this pullover, and then there is this gray one up here with the zip right down the middle too. So kind of the three that I'm kind of debating on here. This one's kind of winning. I'm thinking this one, I don't know. Something gray, probably. Oh, and Madonna. See, there was people sitting over here before. I couldn't get too close, but this lace bustier and bracelet were worn in concert by the pop icon Madonna on her first 1985 Virgin tour. All 17,162 tickets of her 3 shows at New York City Radio City Music Hall sold out in a record-breaking, look at this, 34 minutes. All other concert dates were sold out, many within hours of their first ticket sales. Like a Virgin, Madonna, right here. And I got a bag, picked up a few things. So yeah, we're good to go. Gonna head out of the Hard Rock Hotel and get a lift pickup. So we'll see where they're gonna. Actually, I might just do it right here. Just see where they're gonna pick me up at. Right in front of the Hard Rock and Petco. It's the trolley. Could have taken the trolley, I suppose. Actually took this around the entire city in winter. It was cool. You got to see everything. A lot of people coming from the convention center. Dropped off from the Lyft driver, had a actually pretty good conversation with the woman. Picked me up downtown, drove me back to pretty much the valley in San Diego. Says she does it a few hours a day. Been living here her whole life, and just actually asked her, out of what's the most visited place, destination that you're picking people up or taking people. It was the airport and the beach. Two the most frequently stopped places that she would pick up people or take people. At 2:44 in the afternoon, 80 degrees. So it's been hot. Little humid, but for the most part, just a hot day, and still holding true at almost 3 o'clock, 80 degrees. Doesn't get any more California than Paramount, does it? Paramount, just true movie vibe here. Every year, pretty much years past, every time I come out here, of course I keep moving around the mic. Headed over here, kind of like it better in the middle. Again, I did try it on the hat. I've been complaining about the mic last couple of days, probably prior to that. All these cars parked on the street here because there's just nowhere to park your cars, in the living situations with the garages. It's crazy that this whole street is car after car. And in February, pretty much right here, I noticed a lot of Teslas. And I said, I couldn't believe that it seemed like everybody in California had a Tesla. And right now, walking, I haven't seen one Tesla. Trying the mic out in different spots. Not really working out with the hat. I did try to put it on my hat, and then kind of just working out the middle of my t-shirt for the time being. When it gets colder and I'm wearing a jacket, it's gonna be totally better. It just feels like it's pulling down. So I just wanted to say that. There's gonna be some videos where it looks like my collar's like running away from my face. So some Frito-Lay kind of a distribution maybe. Saw this. This is my walk when I come down to get a coffee or hit some of the fast food restaurants. I'll walk down this road and then turn a few times, and then pretty much all the major restaurants are over here, and they have this Lay's plant over here. So I'm always checking out the chips. Here's my plug for Cheetos and Frito-Lay and Tostitos. The next time you decide to buy corn chips, oh yes, make it Tostitos. Then there's a Amazon place over here. Here's some electric cars. So I'm not sure if this is like everything, or is it just like food? If it's just like food type Amazon, but yeah, right here's a very hoppity place that day or night you're gonna see a lot of cars coming in here, loading up personal cars, loading up the bags and delivering them. This is where your Amazon packages are coming from, if you're in San Diego. And look at the mountains straight ahead. Like you just don't see this in the Midwest. It's really cool. It's like it just keeps going on and on. There's an Amazon right behind me and a mountain in front. Also, it's a YMCA right here. The Y. I'm gonna cross right over here. Haven't been to 7-Eleven yet. I'm gonna get a coffee at my usual spot. There's a Starbucks across the street, but not a lot of Dunkins in California. I think I'm gonna go for the 7 exclusive. A lot of Starbucks, so kind of 7-Eleven's my go-to for SoCal coffee. And it's hot. Always a good sign. When I'm out and I decide to get a candy bar, I did this at Kelly's parents. I think it was last weekend. I go for the whatchamacallit. I go for the king size whatchamacallit. I want to spoil my appetite for dinner. I am like my time zone. My time is all messed up. My West Coast time right now, so I'm gonna get a candy bar with the coffee to hold me over till dinner. So I'm going to whatchamacallit. Chewy, chocolatey, crunchy, whatchamacallit. Always a line wherever you go. California. Something my dad told me a long time ago. You're gonna be waiting anywhere you go. Opted for this. Told my aunt today, I said, I gotta slow down a little bit on the coffee because I'm practically in the desert, so I should probably drink more water, but it's something different than coffee, so this is what I got. Gentleman working 7-Eleven said very busy today. I want to thank everybody for watching. Had a fun time going downtown. Just kind of hanging out for a little bit, then doing a little barbecue tonight. Just didn't want to spoil the appetite. I'll see you guys next time. I'm just gonna hang out here and drink my coffee, eat my whatchamacallit. On to the next day. A lot of stuff planned tomorrow. Gonna be here for a few days, so gonna get the most in I can. I haven't had a coffee since this morning, so it's what, 3 o'clock? Well, after 3. Went a long time without it. I didn't want to get one downtown. It was so hot. I'm standing under the shade right now. Just gonna put the soda in my back pocket for later. Eat the candy bar on the way, and call it a day. Thanks for watching. My mic is all over the place. I think it's because I bent over to get to put my coffee down to get the soda, so If I remember that to check it, like, it's fine. But the second I do anything to like tip forward, it will kind of like bungee itself. Look at this sign right here. It's the San Diego Spectrum. See you guys tomorrow.